Have a nice time, my dear students. This is lecture number 8 to continue what we studied in lecture number 7 about food and agriculture. We have here what bear work in pairs, A and B. Each of you has a short text about technology used in fruit production. Read your text and then answer the questions. What is the technology used for? What equipment is used? What does it measure? How has this technology benefited the growers? So it depends into student, but because you are at home, you can do it alone, no problem, to answer the questions. We have 4 questions. You can read this paragraph at home. After you read this paragraph, try to answer the questions. They are talking about the technology used for reserving and measuring, and the equipment they use for to preserve or save food. So this is the first paragraph in this page, and the second paragraph you can go to page 110, and then you can answer the questions, but no problem. We can go to activity 1, problem solving. We have 4 words, or you can say 4 terms, and I will explain the meaning of these terms. To read this paragraph and complete this paragraph with suitable word in the suitable place. Number 1, activity. The question is what? Work with partner. Use the words to fill the gaps. I am your partner because I'm talking to you now and you are alone at home. Number 1, activity. The meaning here is activity. That's mean what? Something like an action or something move. You can say activity, نشاط. Conditions, حالات أو حال أو وضع أو شروط أحيانا, but it means here what? حالات أو وضع. Destroyed, something broken down or something goes to bad way. Destroyed, يدمر أو يحطم. Disease, that means something bad like an ill, مرض أو أمراض. Okay. The principle behind food preservation is to slow down the what? You can say what? Of bacteria. Bacteria, it cause what? Disease. So it slow down the activity of bacteria, which could potentially cause. What the meaning of cause? يسبب. Cause what? Disease, or to kill bacteria completely. In addition, enzymes which cause food to discolor or decay can be destroyed in certain food preservation methods. Preservation modifies what? The conditions which favor bacteria or enzyme activity. So this is what? Problem solving number 1. So we have also here terms, how to use these terms and the meaning of these terms. At the beginning I will explain the meaning of these terms to understand and match them with the photos down. We have here what? How many photos do we have here, or pictures? Number 1, in a farm. It's a place, a lot of people they spread things in a farm. Number B, we have a photo for, I think, for fish in a basket. C, we have vegetables and fruits. In D, we have what? A juice, or you can say wine or alcoholic bottle. Picture E, we have a kind of meat, and the number F, we have milk. Number G, we have something frozen or something used by chemical. They preserve it by chemical materials. Okay, come back to the terms or the words we have here. With your partner, match picture A to G with the food preservation methods. What's the meaning of food preservation methods? Food preservation, that means food save, how to save food, or the way to save food to be instead to be what? Destroyed. Number one, refrigeration and freezing. From the word freezer, from the word refrigerator, we understand that mean here the verb of the word refrigerator, that's mean the place that we can keep something cool or cold. Freezing, that's mean what? Cool or cold, like when you keep your ice cream, keep your to be what? Freeze or freezing. This is what mean you can use what? The machine of a refrigerator to keep something cool or cold, like an ice cream or ice. Okay, number two, canning and sealing. Canning, from the word can. What's the meaning of can? علبة. لما نقول, when we say canning, it's the verb of the word can. And sealing, how to keep them in good way or control them in good way without air. So, number three, dehydration. Dehydration, that means something you put it in a place, wide place or an open place to keep things under the sun to be what? Dehydrate, or to keep things out of water, or how to abstract water from this thing. Salting, to add salt to something to keep it or preserve it. To have what? You can say what? From the word salt, salting. The verb is what? Salting. The noun is salt. Okay, pasteurization. We can use them for milk, to change it to yogurt, or how to keep yogurt. Okay, fermentation, that means to use some use it to keep something or to change something from a drink to be like alcoholic drink, or to be like beer, wine, whiskey. So this is what we can use this way to preserve kind of juice, but not like the juice that we drink it. It's something include alcoholic material. Chemical preservation, they use chemical like sodium, like other chemical materials to preserve food. Like we can say what? Sodium chloride, it's a material to preserve food. So now we have, I think, we have 7 items or 7 words. We can match them, or 7 terms. We match them. We have to match them with a picture, or try to match them with a picture. When I say refrigeration, or freezing, we can see a picture number A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Most of them we can refrigerate them or freezing them, but I think it would be suitable to match it with E, to keep it what? Freezing. Meat must be what? Keep in frozen or freezing place. Canning and sealing, we can use this with canning and sealing, how to keep something like picture C. how to keep things in cans and keep them what? Without air. Dehydration. To abstract water from something or put it under the sun for a long time, to abstract water or to get lost of water and keep something dry without water, like picture number A. People spread a lot of things in a bland land under the sun. So dehydration, what? A. Salting. Salting, as you know that people live in beside the sea or beside the beaches. They fish, they go fishing, and then they can use what? Salt or ice. If they don't have ice or snow to use it to keep fish cool and preserve fish, sometimes they use what? Salt. They put salt on the fish to keep it what? Fresh, or preserve it from bacteria. So 4, we can match it with B. But number 5, pasteurization, البسترة, they use it with milk. They pasture what? The milk, and they can what? Change it from milk to yogurt, and from yogurt to milk to something else, or keep it like that with this operation. Fermentation. Fermentation, I think it matches with picture D, with the alcoholic bottle, or like wine or something includes alcohol. The alcohol keeps what? Bacteria, or not keeps, cannot, bacteria cannot grow in alcoholic material or alcoholic liquid. Chemical preservation, as I told you before, we can match it with picture G, because we have here chemical materials are written here in this place, so they use chemical materials to keep food or preserve food. So we have here what? 7 words or 7 pictures. Okay, we match them. Now go to next page. We can find what? Match these principles with the one of the methods into. So this is related to the exercise that I explained here in this page about what? About the 7 ways of preserving food, to save food or to keep it fresh. So when I say number 1, benzoates, nitrates or sulfates either stop bacterial activity or kill bacteria. We can match it with the photo. Yes, it product alcohol while kills bacteria. Look what I mentioned before about alcohol, which kills bacteria. We can match it with a word there. I can help you to just put like this word, to put the mouse in it. Number 3, B or C, you can say what? Sodium chloride draws out the moisture and creates conditions which are not favorable for bacteria. As I told you that chemical materials. Cool condition slow the activity of bacteria. What do I mean here when I say cold conditions? Like what? When I will say what? Freezing. Like the word above, you can match it with the word above, freezing. So which what? Activity of bacteria while very cold conditions make bacteria totally inactive. Sometimes it kill it, sometimes what? Make it inactive. You can match it with the word above. Boiling food and sealing it in condition with no air destroyed any bacteria already present and prevent and more entering. Example, when they boil peas, fasolia, when they boil some meat or some fish and put it on a can. After boiling it, they boil it and then can and seal this kind of food. We keep it and then you can sell it to the market. F. In F, boiling to between 62.8 degree to 72.8 degree destroys some bacteria and disable certain enzymes. Also, we can use them with kind of food or kind of fruits. Bacteria die or become inactive in dry conditions. Also, we can match it with dehydration, or people they spread a lot of food or a lot of herbs like fruit or vegetables. Sometimes they have a lot of vegetables, they cannot keep them or preserve them. They try to abstract water or to put it under the sun for a long time, then till become dry. They use dehydration. So these sentences we can match them with the photos here or with the terms here, and to explain more the meaning of these terms here that we studied before from 1 to 7. Come back to the next page. We have here what? Make your point, beginning a presentation. What's the meaning of making your point or beginning a presentation? Make your point, it means to say your opinion, to say your point of view, to say what? Make your point, or beginning a presentation, to say your opinion and what do you know about something, or your knowledge about something, or what do you know about something, what you get about something, how to present this thing for people in front of you, or how to introduce a material for people in front of you, how to speak about it and to give them a knowledge about something. To give some people your knowledge or to tell them about your knowledge and how to stand in front of them, you have to have some steps you have to follow to let them understand you, not only standing and speaking from here and here without ordering your thought. So you have to order your thought. How could you order your thought? Here what we can read here. Work in small group. You have to give presentation to a group of visitors about the town where you live. يعني كيف تعطي group of people, how to give them, مجموعة من الناس زاروا بلدك, how to present your village, قريتك لهم أو بلدك لهم, كيف تعرف بلدك. So this is an example. Practice giving the introduction to other in your group. Use leaves useful language. So what he uses here, Locke. We have useful language for the introduction. For example, when you start, if it is in the morning, you can say good morning. If it is in afternoon, good afternoon. If it is in the evening, you say good evening. And then you can say what? Hello. It's good to see you. It's nice to see you. It's nice to talk to you. My pleasure to talk to you. I'm happy to speak with you. So this is a lot of sentences we can use them instead of these words are written here in the book. We can also use what? My pleasure to talk to you. I'm happy to see you. I'm glad to see you. I'm glad to see you. I'm happy to see you. I'm glad to talk to you. I'm happy to talk to you. My name is, and then introduce your name. You have to say your name to know the people they are listening to, who is speaking. My name is, for example, say my name is Mustafa. I am a teacher. You say your job. I am a teacher. I'm a student. I'm a worker. I'm a manager. Okay, so you have to say your what? Your job. And then I am what? And blah blah blah, I'm working. So you have to say the place that you are working in, what kind of job that you are working in. For example, I am teaching English. I'm explaining. I'm working in glossary. I am working as a financial manager. I'm working as in the management I'm working. So you have to say your position and in which department are you working. For example, I'm working in the English department. I'm working in customer services department. I'm working. So you have to say what the department that you are working in, a company or department place in a company or department located in a firm. So I'd like to explain how this works or how this machine works. So you have to say what you are going to explain, and then can you say I'm happy to tell you, I would like to explain, to tell you, to offer, to introduce, to simplify, to clarify. So a lot of verbs you can use them how to introduce your idea. You can say after that here I'd like to give you some information about or the idea about, or I would like to give you a knowledge about. So first of all, and then say look at me, and then say first of all, then second, next, later. You can say explain steps till you can finish the ideas in your mind. Say finally, and then you have to conclude what you explained before in, like you can say topic sentence or something like the main idea. Can say finally, you can say the main idea or the themes or your opinion. You can keep your opinion to finally and then say your opinion. Don't say your opinion at the beginning, say your opinion, or you can tell them about your opinion or point of view, what we explained before, to the end, and then let them ask you some questions and you can answer them, and try to listen to them and have to tell them maybe an answer, or try to let other people answer if they can answer from the people they are in front of you when you say or when you speak about your presentation. For example, you can say what if you want to speak to ask me any question, please interrupt, or you can say I will explain first of all and then you can ask any questions at the end. I would like to ask you to keep any questions until the end. Then you can what listen to the people. This is presentation. When you are finished, discuss the good point of each other presentation. Think of ways you could improve it. For example, when you are in a group, after you finish your presentation, try to be flexible, listen to others' opinion, listen to them what they are speaking about, and you can get benefit of your presentation and benefits of people points of view when they are speaking. Thank you very much for listening. I hope that in the future you can stand up in front of your colleague or in front of your manager or in your company that you are working in and make a successful presentation to make an introduction, point 1, point 2, point 3, and then conclude your presentation with good or an excellent way. Thank you for listening. I hope that you understand what I explained. If you have any question, I'm ready in my WhatsApp, email, and other social media. Thank you very much.